you just got to go it wrong and strong, man.
Yeah.
That's what you got to go.
He's going to
for.
walk out completely naked.
Yeah.
Go, you didn't expect this, did you?
And everyone's going to go, put it on, put it on, put it on.
Our guest has just stolen Dominic's headphones.
It's absolutely fine.
Oh, do you know, I remember the first time this person came in, they would have never stolen headphones. And now they're like, these are mine.
I know, look at it. What a change.
You can watch us on Global Player as we say good morning to Mr. Joel Dommett.
Oh,
Morning,
hello,
Joel.
guys.
And now, here's the irony, he's put his headphones on, they're around his neck.
They're around my neck. I was just collecting different
Absolutely.
headphones. It was wonderful. I was like, give me some more headphones. I want more. It's a pleasure to be here.
The only people who wear headphones around their neck when they're on the radio are people who are on the radio in an ITV drama in a studio, and they're always talking like this, and that does not work because it feeds back.
Exactly.
Oh.
And all the anoraks go, that's not real.
Hello. Hello. I've gone for the one slightly off here.
That's what I do. I don't
You've gone
like
Band-Aid.
DJ vibes. Yeah. It makes me feel a little bit cool.
Yeah, man.
A little bit cool. Do I look cool?
Yeah, you look cool.
I look cool, right?
I'm slightly off it.
Okay.
Why are we so excellent?
Have you had your own show on the radio? Have you ever done that?
No, I've never done it.
Would you?
I did. It's I don't really know to it. I've never been asked, but I think this voice doesn't work without my face.
No.
No,
Do you
that's
know
not
what I mean?
true.
Like, because I feel like it needs this face to calm it down.
You think?
You like imagine just driving to work and just hearing this.
It's distinctive, though,
It's-
isn't it?
It is.
Oh, Joel, do you not listen to the radio? There's a lot worse.
Oh, that's some horrible voices.
Oh, I've got an awful voice.
It's no, I think it's absolutely fantastic.
No.
But what I love, I
Hate
mean,
it.
I grew up listening to your wonderful voice.
Hello.
And it's always that funny moment where you see the person for the first time. You're like, that's not what I anticipated them looking like, you know.
Yeah.
And I remember that
a
day.
lot of people think I'm a black woman.
Yeah. They say that.
It's a
don't
big
they?
surprise.
Surprise. I think you'd be good on the radio, Joel, actually.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Do you like fresh rock and guitar-based music?
You know who I love? Sam Fender.
Yeah, well.
That's who I love.
Oh, you can have a job here.
And giving away £25,000.
Yeah, how good was that?
25 grand. He's an electrician. The guy who won is an electrician in South Wales.
Unbelievable.
And he's going to now go to his job where he's going to be turning up at different people's houses and doing what electrician jobs need doing in the house. And there's someone going to be at home in South Wales, then the electrician comes around, they're going to be like, that's the perkiest electrician I've ever had. He's so happy.
He was singing feeder songs all day.
Either that or they're going to be like, the electrician was supposed to be here about an hour and a half ago and they've not turned up. I wonder why.
He turned up an hour and a half late with a half-drunk bottle of champagne in his hand and going, right, where do you want me? Because he's Welsh, you see, that's the...
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you boys been, right? Have you been okay?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good, I'm all right. I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't like this weather. I don't like... When you get up early in the morning every day, and now that you're a dad, you'll know this for sure, but it's starting to get darker in the mornings. It's getting darker earlier in the evenings, and it's going to get worse. And you forget. Every year, I forget that it gets dark in the mornings when it's bright, and then it gets darker and darker and darker. It's gloomy. It's miserable.
Just want to bring your mood down.
I basically, I hate my life.
I love that people write sort of these books now that like have those quotes on every page, the manifest things that they have on
That's
their
it.
coffee table. You should write one of those books, but the opposite.
Yeah.
And it just says like on the opening cover, it's dark when you wake up, it's dark when you go to bed, and it's just getting worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Life sucks.
The weather is bad, and then you die, and then that's life.
There we go.
That's
the
good.
down.
It's more a pamphlet than a book, isn't
It's
it?
a very different vibe to doing Heart.
It is, isn't it?
We turned down the feel good.
Yeah.
So tell us about being a dad, because that's not why you're here, but I'm fascinated by couples who have their first child. It's your first child.
Yeah.
Because I always think, because I don't have kids, and I always think couples do exactly the same thing, and it's a thing that is probably never, ever, 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 ever spoken about just because. But you and your wife, she gets pregnant, and you like find out, and you're over the moon or devastated, one or the other. I don't know which it is, and then you were doing the National Television Awards last year, and your wife was literally ready to give birth. It could have happened during the show.
Yeah.
Stephen Mulhern was willing it to happen. and then you go to hospital, and then thank God everything's fine, and then you have a baby, and then you go home and best of luck, off you go.
Yeah, that's a mad one. That's the mad one that everyone talks about. You get home and that because you read all these books about the pregnancy and about the birth because you're petrified about the birth. So you're reading so many books over 9 months of like, okay, so you got to do this, you got to breathe, you got to like you read books within an inch of its life of like, okay, making sure that you know exactly what's going to happen in that pregnancy. And then you forget to read about the fact that they're a human being. And you get home and you're like, oh, I haven't read any books about them.
I don't know what to do now.
What do I do now? And I haven't got time now to read any books.
We thought you need a manual at that moment when you walk in the front door and you can go.
You need a nanny.
Yeah.
You need someone who just goes, move out the way.
Yeah.
This is what you do. That's what you need.
You need someone who's done it before. And it's because I spoke to someone who was the same thing where they got their baby home and they're just like, oh my God, I haven't read anything about this, completely forgot to sort of research this part, this very key part.
It's massive.
This huge part.
And also, it must be that thing as well where your baby is asleep, so you go, this is easy. You know, they lure you into that false world. And then you and your other half must sit there in silence, staring at your child going... And you're both thinking a million things, and it's nice and quiet, and you're like, "This is it. Now we have a we have a person. We have a little person."
I think this is the problem. It's that you immediately, as soon as they're born, like it's like this amazing surge of just adrenaline and love, and the sheer amount of love is insane. But also with that adrenaline comes absolute worry, and that worry, I've been told, never stops. So like suddenly you've got something to like really care for in your life, like look after in your life, and that's what the rest of your life is based around. You making sure this thing stays alive.
It's like a Tamagotchi, really. Isn't
like
it?
It is exactly like a Tamagotchi.
Said by somebody else who has no kids.
It's just like I keep them in the drawer, and I assume that's what you're supposed to do, right?
Oh, that's a
We're
lovely
looking at a lovely picture
that photo
of you with, I'm guessing that's sick on your face from the baby.
Oh, Joe, what a lovely image.
It's so fun because when you like throw him up above your head, he loves it and he like laughs. And there is nothing better in this world than a baby's laugh.
Yeah.
It's like so just instinctual. They're just like, bah! And you're like, oh my God. For a comedian, you're like, yes.
What an audience.
What an audience. And then he also would be sick on my face, but I was like, it's worth it for the laughs.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lovely picture of you. And that's clearly what your hair looks like when you're not on telly.
Yeah.
And then you're lying on the floor, and there's the baby's head, and then there's sick on your face. But absolute props to the person in the comments who wrote Joel Vomit.
Yeah,
I know.
That's lovely.
And I am absolutely livid that I did not put that as the caption. I am so angry. Like, at what point did I not think about that?
Comedian.
Look, the caption happened again. What are you doing, Dommett?
Yeah.
You don't deserve to be on telly.
And then, of course, you get the obligatory coming from someone else saying, I'm glad the baby is in the photo for context.
Exactly.
Otherwise, it's just you with go on your face.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's showbiz. And mum's fine. Everyone's...
She's
you're all good.
great. Yeah. You know, it's so difficult. It's really hard, but it's absolutely, you know, it's like running a marathon. It's hard. But like you get to the end and you're like, oh, I've achieved that and that's good. I'm really glad I did that. You know?
Well, it's longer than a marathon and way more expensive.
That is very true. That is very true.
You know, you say there's nothing better than the sound of a baby laughing, and I hear you, but nothing better than that. I don't know. Those new Apple headphones do look really cool.
They do look very good.
I've got 16s out shortly.
What did I used to say back in the old days? I'd rather have an iPad, I think.
You did, yeah. I had a 6-month-old, didn't I? And you didn't get it. I genuinely would rather have an iPad.
Do you know, I don't know you very well, Joel. We've met a few times. I genuinely, I'm so happy for you guys. I've never met your missus. I genuinely am happy. But equally, at the same time, it's absolutely not for me.
That's what I love about you, Chris. When you said that you were happy for me, I knew there was going to be a but.
It's not a but.
I knew there was going to.
It's not a but. It's an and. I'm really delighted for you two, and it's not for me.
There we are. Yeah.
No.
No, but you know what? You have something else to care about, and that is the listeners. You know, the listeners in the morning.
Yeah,
They're your babies. You know, You're helping them get to school.
I
in the
have this
morning.
child here in the studio, and then we get a government grant for him. To be
There's
fair.
no grants or no schemes.
He's not on a scheme. He always says
He's
he's
like
not on a
work
scheme.
experience.
Mid to
boy.
late 30s.
I don't know about that. This is so the NTAs.
Yes.
Can't believe
Is
it's
this
a
your
year.
4th year?
Mad, isn't it?
Wow.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. It's like, the thing, this is the problem that happens. Every year we do these press shots for the NTAs, and it's basically me in a different suit every year. Do the same sort of shots of me in a suit. And so I try to change the suit each year. The first year I did a single-breasted tuxedo.
Nice.
Second year, it's double-breasted. Third year I went ivory tux.
Hello.
Interesting.
Hello.
Third year I went black shirt under the black. Yeah, I tried to do something interesting each year just to. But then I look back on the photo, I'm just getting older. So it's just basically me getting progressively older over 4 years. That's essentially it. But
Dressing gown 1 year, won't it?
yes, I should make it a bit different, you know?
It's a tough gig, this gig, I think.
Yeah.
I think this is the unspoken thing about the national television. It's like the Brits. It's a thankless task.
Yeah.
It really is. And you can go on and give it everything and write jokes and blah, blah, blah. But it's a tough crowd because you're playing to a lot of famous people, a lot of industry people. And as you know, a lot of those people are pathetic human beings. And also, they're not listening to what you're saying. They're waiting to hear their name read out or the name of their show.
Yeah.
You could do the best material of your career. They're like
That's
that.
it.
Just say my name. Get on with it.
That's it.
Get to mine. They shouldn't be winning. Get them off. Blah, blah, blah. When's it my turn?
Yeah, and that's and also I can't be mad at that because it is such a fun night for them. So like I don't want them to sit there and listen to every word that I've said that I've carefully crafted in script meetings over the last month. It's like I just want them to all have a really fun time because it's like the office party for telly. So everyone gets together, you know, and like we all just sort of catch up on the last year. A few people snog, and that's fun. Like it's fun, and like when I see them having a fun time, I'm like, you know, it's good.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. I perform the whole thing to Anne and Dec. Just straight down the barrel, straight down the eyes of Dec. Because, like, he laughs at everything because he gets live telly, he understands it. And, like, they're such lovely boys and they sort of sit there looking up at you and they're sort of...
He's had a drink. Declan's still on the pop. That's what it is. That's why he's like, he doesn't know where he is.
That's the way I do it. It's the best way of doing it.
Are there still... So you've done 3 times you've done it.
Yeah.
Are there still moments where you look into the audience and you see someone famous that you've not met and you go, oh my God, look who it is, it's so.
Yeah, I genuinely, to this point, I can't believe that I'm allowed to do it. Like, I still don't really believe, even after 3 years, and this is my 4th year, I can't really believe looking out on this sea of people on telly that there's not someone else that they wanted in that bunch to be able to do it. And that's not like faux, like humbleness. I genuinely feel like probably 3 or 4 of them said no before I said yes.
Is there a little element where sometimes, and you'd be wrong to think this, but is there a little voice in your head going, wow, I'm like the least famous person in the room and I'm hosting?
Yeah, it does feel like that. It does feel like that. And it's always such a weird one. It's so weird.
I can imagine.
Because the weird part is the breaks. Because like you're there performing, you're doing the auto cue, you're doing all that stuff and holding it together the best you can. And then they go, okay, we'll see you after the break. And then the break happens and you just stood on stage at the O2 in front of everyone and they're just silence.
Do you have to keep talking to them or does someone else come on and, you know?
I just stand there. I just stand there alone on stage.
Oh, lovely.
And
that
like,
is awkward.
you know, people in the audience are all talking, but I haven't really got time to go down into the audience because then I've got to get back up for the break and I might get lost or whatever. And so like, I just stand there and I can't check my phone because I don't want to look at what the world thinks of me. So I just kind of just to stand there and just sort of look at people, look at Strictly Come Dancing people hugging each other. And then I just go, okay, we've got 10 seconds. I'm like, thank God. Okay, we're back on.
Yeah.
Can we expect a hilarious show-stopping opener to the NTAs this year?
Well, we've decided to, let's put it this way. we're doing something different.
Oh, yes, that means it's funny.
We're trying to do something. It was my idea.
Oh,
What's it?
oh,
And we're going for something a little bit different, and I'm really excited about it. And I think that you just got to watch it, because it's either going to be unbelievable or an absolute disaster.
great.
Excellent.
Either way, people are going to watch.
Absolutely.
Now, see, you've sold it.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's it
100%.
now.
I just think that's the best way to. You just got to go it wrong and strong, man.
Yeah.
That's what you got to go
He's going to
for.
walk out completely naked.
Yeah.
Go, you didn't expect this, did you?
And everyone's going to go, put it on, put it on, put it on.
And then the show will finish, and then you'll have half a shandy and leg it straight home.
Yeah, pretty. Although this year, first year, I'm not really much of a party animal.
Give over.
Yeah, who'd have thought? Again, this voice does not suit party. We're all having a good time, right, guys? But we've got childcare. We've got childcare, man.
I'll make the most of it.
That stuff is expensive. Yeah. So
They're onto a good thing.
Who's earning more on Wednesday night, you or the person looking after your child?
it's
close.
It's very
Yeah, I
close. I'll be honest. So me and my wife, we might have a couple of drinks.
Stop it.
We might have a couple of drinks, man.
it.
Might even stay out.
What?
I might not the whole night, obviously. You know,
Yeah,
got to
do it.
FaceTime our child in the morning.
Do it, get mashed
But
up.
we've got a hotel. We're going for it, man.
Get
I'm
livid.
really excited.
Right.
The thing's going to get loose.
You'll be like that. Do you know what? What a hell of a night. Let's go. And your missus will be like, going nowhere.
Yeah.
2 bottles of champagne. So these are finished. You sit down, you Dommett.
I'm going to get off stage and she's going to be like, I've been drinking for 2.5 hours. John.
Well, honestly, it's one of the only ways to get through the show. And it's tomorrow night.
You won last year, didn't I? Miss Celeb win last year?
When last year?
No.
Didn't I win last year?
I don't think. Well,
I can't
what was that?
remember.
I was 20. No, I don't think it did.
I don't know. You didn't go, did you? You didn't go.
No.
No, damn it. I'll get you there one time.
I don't think I've ever been invited.
Oh, you
were
can come
invited
as
last
my
year.
guest, Chris.
No.
You can come as my...
Oh, what? Look after your drunk wife. What a great night for me.
You can sit...
I'll be holding her hair back going, this isn't the evening I was expecting.
Yeah, you could sit slightly behind Ann and Deck and just
Exactly.
add to their life.
I think I'd be further behind. I think I'd be in the car park going, it's not the view I thought. It is tomorrow night. It's the 4th year in a row that
Yes.
Joel Dommett is hosting the National Television Awards 2024 at the O2 in London, live on the television, on ITV, 8 p.m. Tomorrow night. Break a leg.
Thank you.
See what I did there?
Thank
It'll be
you.
great.
I think it's going to be well fun.
And more importantly, enjoy that drink afterwards.
I might, to be honest with the opening, I might have one before. Watch out.
Yeah.
He's going to be drunk
He's
for the
going
first
rogue.
time ever. He's going to be
going
drunk at the NTAs.
Yay.
It's never been done before, and it was his idea. So now it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Right, lovely to see you. All the
Always
best.
a pleasure,
That's it,
guys.
Joel.
Ladies
Thanks
and
so
gentlemen,
much.
Mr. Joel Dommett.
Radio X.